Hello, Mario! Engineering, Design and Drawing. MG 5005. Session 6, the picnic table. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, let's have a look at Session 6 and see what we've got in store for you today in this session this week. So, Engineering, Design and Drawing, into the old Moodle site there, and let's go straight to Session 6. And here it is coming up, the picnic table. So I'm going to turn editing off there just to make things a little cleaner for you. So before class, you're expected to review the picnic table assessment, which is available under assessment, and I have done a separate review of the picnic table, a separate video, so I'll take you to that a bit later on at the appropriate time. Oh, well, we could have a look for you here. Here it is here, and if we drop down to here, the video for it is there, the assignment there, and the team oh, that's the design process. The table, the video for it there, and the actual assignment document there are all available for you in the table assignment, the table assignment there. Okay, so let's go back to here. So and then the resources below, and there's some series of resources below here. Right, perhaps we should come back to those when we look at there, but just to well, have a look. We've got design for galvanizing. The actual table that we're doing is to be galvanized. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to just have a bit of a look at one of the tables before you came to class as well, but that might be a little bit late at this point. Design for galvanizing, galvanizing, venting and draining design guide. These are quite important things. I actually didn't know them myself when I first did this assignment, and it was pointed out to me by one of the trades tutors that there was little holes in the table that were for venting, for venting, for venting in the when they're galvanized, that it's quite a heat process, so there's a good chance that if you don't have vent holes, that parts of the tubular steel will explode or cause big problems. So it's important that they're there. So when you're measuring up the table, you need to just to make sure that you've located all the vent holes and got them in the design. Otherwise you could have some big problems and serious health and safety issues. Also, we've got some catalogues that may assist you with product identification, the Easy Steel catalogue and the Fortress Fastness catalogue. There are others, and you may have to do a lot of research of your own. So they're the various there. So let's have a look at the session notes, which by now you should know is a PowerPoint presentation that we go through each one, including and our title there. So slideshow from the beginning, and we've already done the title. Oops, we've missed that there. So we'll just do a page up there, and as we can see there, this is our cunning plan. So the plan is that you'll sign into the class register. If you don't sign in, or if you don't sign the register, there's a good chance you will be marked absent, because we won't have a record of you having been here. So make sure you do that. I try to follow up as much as I can, but not always the case. Then we'll have an introduction to Session 6, and then you can continue with assignment work, be it the 2D CAD, we've still got a little bit of time left in that, or the picnic table itself. So this is for the first 2-hour session in the week. Then that will be followed by a I've got my timing a bit wrong there. We might have to adjust that for next week. And then that will be followed by the second, the 3-hour session later in the week, where we'll have a intro Q&A if possible, and then again working on more assignment work. So let's get cracking. So on successful completion of this session, you should have some understanding of the picnic table assignment, I would hope, some knowledge of galvanizing, reviewed more CAD skills, so your CAD skills should start to become together. I liken acquiring CAD skills to perhaps what I imagine learning a new language is like. Not having done that myself, apart from a brief attempt at school certificate French, where I got 33%. But I imagine that as you gain, when you first start to learn a language, you learn the basic things like hello, goodbye, thank you, where's the dairy, that type of thing. And then as you learn more and more words, and I liken those individual words to the individual CAD skills, you start putting them together into sentences, and you sort of get more skilled at that. And then from sentences, paragraphs, whole stories and whole conversations, and you become fluent. So it is with CAD. You get a few little skills. You can draw a line, you can draw a circle, you can erase the circle, you can trim, and then you start putting them all together to make little diagrams, and then whole plans and whole plan sets. So it's a matter of building up your vocabulary or your skills, and that's how it is with CAD. And then it's through experience that you learn new things and better things. You find out different ways of doing things, you practice them, research them, until finally you become pretty competent, provided you practice it. So if you learn a language and then don't speak it for a year and then go back without having used it at all, you've got to sort of pick things up a bit. So that's how I think CAD skills are acquired. Have you updated your diary? So I think that's sinking in by now. That message should be getting through that you need to update your diary, particularly for the for the picnic table assignment, where you're going to have to keep track of your hours to create an invoice. So very important that you perhaps record that in your diary, or your diary is the best place to record that. Okay, so here it is again. It must be very important. It's come up twice in a row. Is your diary up to date? Basic 2D CAD. So I'm going to give a briefing on the picnic table assignment so that you can get started with that. But there's still time before the basic 2D CAD assignment is due to be finished and handed in on the timeline. So yeah, there should be more stuff there. Don't forget the skill sheets. Get some of those signed off. Gives you like an insurance policy. You can sort of guarantee that you're going to get those marks for that one if you've got them signed off. So well worth the effort, and it's a chance for me to get some feedback, to sit down with you and talk to you and find out how you're going and where you're at. So it's as I say, all part of my cunning plan. Alrighty, the picnic table briefing. So I will be, after I've finished the introduction, giving a briefing on the picnic table, and that is available by video on Moodle, along with the assignment in detail. There's also be a hard copy available for handout should you so desire. Okay, so before next week or the next class, I would suggest that you review the resources that are in Moodle. And so what's new in Moodle? Well, this would be a perfect opportunity to look at those resources, which I think I have already done actually. So we'll just drop this out of the way, and this here, and yes, here's our resources down here in Moodle, designed for galvanizing, which I've inventing, and the Easy Steel catalogue here and here. There are other catalogues that you can research, should you so desire. And yeah, so remember, this is all about creating unique assignment for you. So it's not a team effort. It's you alone against the world, coming up with your unique answer to the problem that has been posed. So I think that's pretty much it for session 6. I'll just have a quick squiz at session 7 here, which is pretty much going to be a continuation of the picnic table, and I will be updating that over the next few days. So if we go back to assessment, here we have the picnic table assignment here, a video introduction, and I'll be giving a in terms of in my live show in the classroom, I will be going through that after I'm finished here. And the actual assignment itself can be found there in a PDF format. So pretty clear, simple instructions there, I think. If you do have any questions, please either talk to me directly or in a class forum or by email. That would be great, and then I can post replies so that everybody can get the benefit from your questions and your questioning skills. I think that's probably enough for this briefing. So let's return to Big Mario, and yeah, I think that's a fair introduction to this one here. It's fairly straightforward. Working on completing your CAD, basic 2D CAD, or the picnic table assignment, or both, whichever takes your fancy. Good luck. Cheers. See you.